Hi, everyone, and welcome back to SunBurst Tarot, where today we're going to be doing a reading on Beyonce's win at the Grammys for the Best Country Album of the Year with her Cowboy Carter album. So I wanted to take a look into it. There's some controversy. I'm a country music fan, and there's a couple people who are like, well, come on now. Like, why did she win that? Was it really that iconic of an album? Did she really deserve it? Blah, 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 blah. And then I also want to take a look into how are the winner. I want to take a look into the judging behind the Grammys. How does that look like and the such? So that's what we're going to be looking into here today. So without further ado, before we get into it, remember everything I'm saying is alleged for entertainment purposes only. No facts here, just my opinion, psychic downloads, and the such. So if you want to use what I'm saying to help form your own thoughts, opinions, and conclusions, please do so. If you don't want to, you don't have to. So, without further ado, let's kind of just get into the general energy around getting how essentially what's the general energy around getting the country album of the year at the Grammys? Like, let's just take a look at that general energy. The star reversed. You're losing your star power. Why is this? Because you want to be able to hide stuff from the public. This is also, hold on here, because material influences. Ooh, hopes and fears. This is odd. I'm just gonna pull everything. Unseen obstacles. Opposing energy. Oh, okay. Okay, so I know last year, and I think in my Grammys reading, I looked into this, where remember when Taylor Swift got like album of the year last year, and everyone was really shocked that she got it, and everyone felt like it was almost like a curse or some sort of like hex or weird thing that kind of came from getting the award. That's what I'm kind of seeing here. The general energy around this is we're going to use this to downgrade your power, your stardom, your credibility to influence the masses. Because because it has been decided upon that you're on the outs from a financial influence here, the Empress. We aren't going to nurture you anymore. It's almost like this is like the nail in the coffin for supporting Beyonce in the industry. Because looking here with the Fool reversed as the hopes and fears, like you were naive in thinking this. The unseen obstacles is like you're going to be all alone. You're getting booted and put out to new things. You're going to have to go to new pastures. Because over here, your reign is over. Someone else almost feels like it took her place. There's been a lot of how do I put this? There's been a lot of speculation. Oh, everyone's got to thank Beyonce at the Grammys for their win, blah, 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 and people are asking why. Again, I felt she's got some major magic things kind of going on. If y'all want to take a look at that, I will go check that out in my Is Beyonce a Witch reading. I'll have that linked here at the end. But this is like her getting booted out. That's what the country album was for her, because it's like we're death transformation. This is the end of the line for you. We're gonna have to now go with a new person. Why? Because we've disconnected from you. She's been kicked out because like before we were letting you get away with things that we weren't supposed to. Here in the future, it seems like secrets, and more secrets. We're illuminating different things. Also, what I'm getting, it's like when we're looking at the moon card, if it's upright, you see it's like we're transforming. We're showcasing the true inner person that's actually inside. Like we're revealing the inner beast with the moon being upright. Seeing this reversed, what I'm getting isn't she's just gonna go, but like we're just gonna review the human self. It's like what I almost get here is the moon's being shown down. You can't go back to the old version of you. You are now completely, we're just now going to showcase the entire beast that's coming out because you can't turn back time. Turn back time. What does Cher have to do with this? I don't know. But find a way. Okay, so that's the general energy around that. If anyone ever wants me to do a share reading, let me know. Sunny and share the whole thing there. Let me know. I would be down. So, but let's take a look here. So it almost feels like this is her getting booted from the Grammys. This is like, okay, out with the old, in with the new. I've also gotten that this is almost like the last hurrah for the Grammys as well. So I don't know. This is just super weird. She's gotten booted. She's getting booted. Okay, so at least that's what it feels like to me. So when we're looking here at just the Grammys, I want to take a look at how are people decided the winners of Grammys? How are they decided? Like, why does one get one? Why doesn't one? What's the voting process like? Is it actually voting, or is this like, oh, this is just the person who's going to get it this year because they've done the most stuff? So let's take a look at what's the energy around getting a Grammy. Like, what's the behind the scenes process look like to getting one? Five of Cups reversed. You do not want a Grammy. If you've gotten a Grammy, you do not want one. Like, everyone makes it to be this big prized thing. But it's like the Five of Cups here. It's like, how do we choose? It's like, it's because we've forgiven you. This is like a forgiveness thing, and because we're giving you something. This is all about forgiveness. It's a backhanded forgiveness. Because with the material sense being here, the Three of Cups, it's like you've wronged us. You've wronged us. Hopes and fears, the Queen of Wands. We're going to have you burn out. We're going to have you it's almost like this is like the start of your villain era. Also with the hopes and fears here being the Queen of Wands reversed, this could just be giving fire sign energy. Um could be giving fire sign energy, female fire sign energy. Because the unseen obstacle here is the Queen of Cups reversed. Someone's refusing to let go. I'm getting here the past, the present, and the future. It's the three. It's the three different. It's the past, the present, and the future. Or the young, the maid. Oh, I can't remember. It's like the maid, the hag, and the maiden, or the maiden, the hag, and I don't know the middle aged one, the crone, the middle. Yeah, past, present, future. And seeing that it's having this be the unseen obstacle here. Looking at how our Grammys decided upon. Again, you don't want a Grammy. It's about, we're showcasing this as a way of forgiving you for betraying us, because you might have gone out and done things on your own. However, we hold grudges like nobody's business. And this is a way for us to disconnect from you. The positive energy here is the King of Pentacles reversed, which is, this is us just being greedy and selfish. Again, am I seeing this as like a collaborative effort to like decide upon who gets a Grammy or not? No, this feels like it's a preconceived thing where there are certain Grammys that almost feel like they have power to them that kind of elevate, but it's like the power to each of these Grammys is not a positive energy. They are very much a negative energy that is attached to a Grammy award. And I don't know what that negative energy does, but that's what I'm kind of seeing. And it's like, these are like grudges. Like, if you get a Grammy, it's because you got a grudge, or it's like we're trying to lure you deeper into like the negative energy around. So either you embrace the negative energy, which helps you fuel other parts of your career, or you can reject that negative energy and it can ruin your career. It depends which direction you want to go in. Because here in the past, it's like, yeah, we're going to give you an offer. This will be a good thing for you. But then here in the future events, the Four of Swords, this is like moving on from different things. Moving on. You can either embrace the energy, or you can get rid of it. With that Four of Swords as well, it's giving me like, we can make this a mausoleum. or we can just put you in a pile of dirt. Which would you choose? How do you choose to go out, and how do you want to do that? And that's kind of what it looks like. I don't know. That's also the energy, it seems like, or the intention behind a Grammy. So, and again, it feels like it's done by, I don't know, like a couple people that are like, okay, so here's our people this year who might have gone against us, or we know about their misdeeds, and the people that we want to bring in, the people we want to influence more. So I'm just going to bring out my true crime deck, and I want to look at the body that kind of oversees the distribution. How do they distribute essentially the Grammys? Uh, Again, we're trying to look at the governing body essentially of it, and how that operates. We're seeing the intention behind it, but we're trying to look at more of the governing body of it. So let's take a look. What does the governing body seem? And I'm going to use a different spread for this one. So we're going to look at the intuition. Here in the past, how did things, okay. Here in the future. So how does the governing body here work? Motives for this, as well as the environment. Again, I'm just getting the motivation behind it. Also with the dating and the marriage/relationship card here, it's given me the sense that, like, what does the governing body do? The governing body, again, is trying to just, I think, bring in... Gosh. How do I put this? Okay. So at the center of the Grammys, it's a very intuitive, very spiritual event. Very, very spiritual. Again, I'll keep saying it. I think the Grammys, to me, in my opinion, is very much like the Easter for like Catholics or Lutherans out there. Or Ramadan for uh, Muslims, or like Christmas, or Diwali for Hinduism. It's like, this is a big festival or event that lasts a few days with whatever sort of weird spiritual shenaniganery that is going on in Hollywood. That has been my opinion. That has been what I've been saying for a really long time. And looking at it here, we got kids, stuff with kids in the past are doing things not with good intentions. We're trying here in the future, it's like we're trying to marry you in or bring you in to this relationship that we have with whatever deity or thing that we got going on. The Grammys are like a great way to lure you in, let you get to know everyone, because we're trying to make sure that you don't run away. We're trying to essentially seal the deal with giving you a Grammy. However, looking at the driving force behind this is because we want your energy. We want to take we want to take what you have, essentially. Because the hidden truth behind this is like, we're trying to heal. Like, it's almost like I see them coming to you with an offer of like, you get this Grammy. It's this wonderful thing. It's going to protect you, and it's going to heal you and bring you in and like let you grow and be this great big person, which it will. But here's the kicker. You have to embrace the energy that comes with the Grammy. You have to embrace the side effects that come with the Grammy to do so. And now the back of my head hurts. Again, that's the kicker to it that I don't think a lot of people want to kind of realize, but especially with the healing here, when you get a Grammy, there's also a lot of parties that go on with these things. And what I get here is Grammy winners as well. There are certain after parties you want to be at the Grammys. There's like, it seems like there's 2 or 3 that you really, really want to be at. People who win certain Grammys get invited to these after parties because they are the chosen ones for that event or that party. If you get more than one, Ma'am, you are living high on the hog. But seeing this as a bed here as well, I just do not like that energy of things that might, of like initiation type things that might be going on. To clarify this, unseen obstacle, blessed. This is all about energy, emotions, evoking these. Also, with these two things here of what's the driving forces behind it, there's also a thing of sacrifice, of people needing to go to the other side. Like, I don't know if there's like blood rituals or something along those lines that kind of go on, because it's like we need resources for our things. And then and to clarify, this is because we need to maybe like take the energy of one thing and harness the energy of that thing that might be trying to go to the other side and use it for our own purposes. And that's kind of what again, I keep trying to figure out what's the governing body behind this, and I'm not getting any of that, because it's like you need to figure out the motivations behind this, because the governing body, that just doesn't matter. There's no voters. This is just, who can we get the most energy from? Who can we get the most stuff from to harness and do and bring into this weird thing? So I want to take a look at, lastly, the last thing I kind of want to take a look at is it felt like there was a transition. And we know Beyonce has been a big person at the Grammys. People have to thank Beyonce at the Grammys for getting a Grammy. But what it seems like here is Beyonce is getting the boot. This is her this was like she was getting the boot. She got the boot from the Grammys. Who took her spot? I want to know who took her spot, because there's been a transition. Who is taking over? I'm very, very curious. Who took over as the next Queen Bee at the Grammys? I'm so very curious. Who are we going to be hearing next year? Who do we have to thank next year for receiving a Grammy? I'm very curious. The Chariot. We're moving locations. We're going from point A to point B. Why? Because we said one thing and we did another. Are we having a Grammys next year? Because it's like we have a decision to make. Which one are we going to go with? Are we going to go over here or over here? Like, are we actually going to have the Grammys next year? Because the hopes and fears, the truth coming out, speaking up our truth, telling things going on, manifesting our desires, what's going for us. We have we know what's coming. There's stuff coming down the pipeline. There's no ifs, ands, or buts of what's coming, and we know it. It's like unseen obstacles. There are no unseen obstacles. We just know what's coming down, and we're not sure if we can do it next year. The opposing energy, the Five of Swords reversed. No one took over from her. No one took over. The spot's empty because we're not sure if we're going to even have it next year. The host stepped down, and we don't have a replacement. What's going for it? We have to go rethink the entire direction of what we're doing with the Grammys. Here in the past, we did a lot of hard work, and here in the future, the Emperor reversed. This is like a dictatorship. This is keeping a very tight leash on stuff. I don't know if we're going to have the Grammys next year, y'all. I really don't. Because it seems like if we are, it's not going to be what we've seen it as. It's moving. It's changing. It's doing something completely different. Because other information, it's like, yeah, we got to keep things kind of on the down low with stuff going on. Because we're super, super paranoid about what's coming down the pipeline. And our solution is to just essentially move what we're doing and how we're doing it. I think this might have been the last year of like the big Grammys, in my opinion. Because if you watch my Bianca Censori and Kanye West video about their grand entrance into the Grammys, they were sending a message as well. It felt like during their red carpet debut. So that's what I'm kind of seeing here. And again, I don't know if we're gonna have the Grammys next year, but that's what I'm seeing. And that's what I see with like the Cowboy Carter winning it. This is like that was her exit stage left, never to be seen again, in my opinion here. So that's what I'm seeing. I hope y'all enjoyed. If you've made it this far in the video, find a horse emoji or a cowboy hat. If you would like, I would really appreciate it. Otherwise, if you want to book a personal reading with me, you can do so. My website link is down below. And I am running a sale here until February 15th where I'm doing limited time offer for readings for $20. So if you want to go check that out. Otherwise, if you want to join YouTube members, $3 a month, you get access to videos like this early, exclusive videos, extended videos, and member lives and the such. So thank you all so very, very much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. So bye!